Hello everyone, I'm Rose, and this is a week where we have like a little break on our starting out solitary collab. But I really want to talk about our winter solstice, also called Yule. As you can see, my altar is all winter solstice ish theme. I'm going to just like talk a little bit about winter solstice, what it means, what you can do, and all. The winter solstice starts at the moment when the sun moves into Capricorn, my zodiac sign. So that's the moment when it like really starts. It's the longest night of the year, and of course the shortest day of the year, and it's like really a time to like turn in to reflect on what did you do the whole year, what did you complete, what did you achieve, what do you still want to complete, what didn't you finish yet, like yeah, didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. So also at the winter solstice, it's the moment, like if you look at the wheel of the year, like at Samhain we said goodbye to our god, and this is the moment where the goddess gives birth to our new sun. Um, so the light is returning, and there's also like this little tale. Um, myth- it's a mythology, I think. I don't know the word in English. So from the Oak King and the Holly King, and I've read a lot about it also the years before. But the short version is we have the Holly King, who represents like the darker side of the year, and you have the Oak King, who represents the lighter side of the year. So you have like the wheel, dark, and light. At that moment, so right now, when I am recording this, we are at the darker part of the year, and who is ruled by the Holly King. And at the winter solstice, we have the Oak King, and he's like, I'm going to battle you because the light has to return because he rules the light year. So in the middle, we have the goddess. And in a lot of stories that I read, it's like the two kings fighting for the maiden or the mother or the crone or whatever you want to call it, like the goddess. And at the end, you see that the Oak King wins and light returns, and they fall in love at Beltane, and so on and so on. But today we're talking about the winter solstice. So as you can see, I have my candles, and I'm not sure if you've seen my previous videos about my altar settings and all that, but I have two new candles. What I used to do in the past is like, let me point, this candle always represented the goddess. Then this one was like the main topic candle, like the energy of that moment. And then here was my god candle. I still do that most of the time at my Sabbats or rituals, but what I have now, oh, I changed it. Anyway, here I have my goddess candle now, and you can't see it, but I carved the symbol in it with my ballin. Then over here, you have my god candle also with the symbol on it. And they always light when I do a ritual or study or whatever, just to ask their I don't know the English word, but like ask to be there with me. That like normally I'm sorry, this candle and this candle would be the god and the goddess too, but this winter solstice, I kind of changed my structure. Those two green candles are the Oak King and the Holly King. Next year I will have like a lighter green and a darker green, but I didn't have the candles, and as you have seen in my previous video, that's not a problem at all. The middle candle represents the goddess, also like the little juniper berries, and like, you know, that feeling in red and green, and it just makes sense for me. That other is my study candle and working candle that I always have lit on to help me study or do my ritual, or it's like really just a working candle. and has an other intention every time. um, then I'm not sure if you can see it. There is my little mini Yule tree. Last year I used to have like this big tree in the corner of my living room, but this year I wanted to be like cute tree on my altar. It's a real tree, and I really, really love it. I just put some balls in it and stuff, but I'm not sure if you can see it, but let me see. It's over there. Oh, my little hanging cauldron is in the way, but I have a little Buddha, and there is also like a red ribbon on the top. And what I'm planning to do is every year there will be like one specific ornament in my tree about that year that has been passed, and all the other ornaments of the other years will be in that tree too. So it's like more of a memory tree for me then. So I have two things right now in my tree because I the red ribbon is about, I found it on my job, and I just liked it because it was like the first year that I did Christmas, like the Christmas energy at my job, and I loved it. And I was like, oh, it's really something that worked for me this year. So and then the Buddha is I know it doesn't really make sense right now, but it does for me. I am working a lot with the chakras this year and the year that is coming, and it's from Hinduism. I know Buddha is from Buddhism, but it made sense for me. So it's about the chakra working that I'm going to do, and that's for this year. I don't know what's going to be there next year, but who knows? Anyway, enough about my Yule tree. The meaning about the Yule tree is again a lot of stories, a lot of mythologies. But the thing that I really like kept on my in my mind is Yule trees are brought into the house to like represent that even though all the leaves are falling down, all the green is disappearing, there is still hope and light, because even though most of the green is gone, we have evergreens, and for me evergreens is more like, you know, hold on, there is still hope and there is still light. You just have to look for it. So bringing in that hope and light in your house. The reason why people put ornaments in their Yule tree is because back in the day, we like, I'm not sure, I don't really believe in this, but I think most of the pagans do. It's like we have like tree spirits and gnome spirits and all those thingies and fairies, and it's just to make them happy, because most of the people would put like um, cinnamon sticks in it, orange peels, and like food for those spirits. If you believe in this, it's totally fine, really. It's just my view on the winter solstice. Anyway, what I did also for my Yule tree, and I have it next to me, is a little witchy ball. In the ball, I'm not sure if you can see it, I put some little pines in it. I have some salt with rosemary. I did some oils in it too. And what else? Sage, rosebuds, because of course my wiki name and my second name's Rose, so it really like represented me. The outside I didn't do myself. I just bought this ball and I put everything in it. And the meaning about a witch's ball, and I really like it because it's in a ball and you can hang it in your tree, is, let me put this away. The reason that I did this because I read stories about it again, and it's about like a protection ball where it gets like bad energy in it and turns it into the good energy. I don't really like to say bad and good because it's just heavy or low energies. Anyway, enough about my perspective about energies. I really like to do this, and it really takes only like maybe 10 minutes to do it. You just need a ball that you can open and put stuff in. I research all the ingredients and stuff, and everything has like another correspondence, energy and stuff that I wanted in my house. So, sorry. Another thing that you can do on the winter solstice is make a little wreath. And I have an amazing story to tell about this. What I wanted to do. I didn't really want to make a wreath. I'm not sure if I say that correct. But I went to the store and it was amazing. There was like a lot of Christmas themed Christian things, but then there was like this little section with stars, but it were all pentagrams. I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited. And there were like metal pentacles, wooden pentacles. They were like from clothes, and oh my god, just that thing, like, oh my god, it's like that's not Christian, and it really made me happy. Anyway, I was like, maybe I can make like a red and put it inside, and so I did. Also, it takes like 10 minutes to make it. It's amazing. It's like those little crafts projects that you can do, and I enjoyed it. Um, Anyway, what else did I want to tell? Yeah, I think that's really kind of it. What I want to tell. You can also use like incense for the winter solstice. Pine, rosemary, others. I don't know them all out of my head, but I work a lot with pine and holly and oak because it makes sense. What I also want to show is I have this amazing, amazing oracle deck, and this is on my altar. It's the winter solstice, and it means reflection. So again, I think I said this in the beginning of the video. Um, for me, the winter solstice is really about reflection, about how did my year go, what do I still want to achieve, and so on and so on. And also, it's about birth, death, rebirth, incarnation, and what do you wanna like let go? What do you wanna? Are you achieving right now, and what do you wanna achieve? It's like those three things will be my main thing about the winter solstice. Um, Let me check my notes. Yeah, I think I said everything. Okay, so one more thing. A lot of Christians celebrate Christmas all together, but pagans do that too. So if you are in a family who is like really Christian, and you're like, oh, but I'm a Wiccan or a pagan or I'm this, it's all the same, really. You can see so many connections. And at the end, it doesn't matter what you believe. It's just about being with your family and your friends and enjoying that time of the darkness and seeing that light. Family and friends are your light in your life, of course. So enjoy your winter solstice. Be happy. Do some reflection nation. I don't know the name. And just be happy. Okay? See you next time. And blessed be.